Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Mountain Standard Time. I'm Rob, and today we are going to be reviewing this watch by Vertex. This is the Vertex M100, and this is a really special watch, and we'll get into why it's special. So just to start off with, this is a modern reissue of what Vertex used to make, or did make, back during World War II. This watch is kind of a reissue of the Dirty Dozen watch that they released for the Ministry of Defense back in World War II. So very similar look with the Arabic numerals, the broad arrow mark right above the handset there, and the sub-second register down there by the 6 o'clock position. So very similar looking watch to what it used to look like back in World War II. So a cool modern day reissue of a Dirty Dozen watch. The neat thing about this watch is Vertex decided to up the size of the watch. So originally it was 35 millimeters thick. So they've upped it to this one to 40 millimeters thick. So a nice modern day watch for us bigger guys. So I have a 7¼ inch wrist. This 40 millimeters just perfect for me. So let's talk about the neat story behind this watch. Vertex, unfortunately, was a company that went out of business in the 70s during the quartz crisis. But back in 2017, the company was revived by the original owner's great-grandson, Don Cochran, and this Vertex M100 was released in the spring of 2017. So there have been a couple interviews out there with Don, and I found it interesting that he used his own money to bring back his family's brand. So he didn't take any money from investors. This is all in-house, literally in-family money that brought back the Vertex company. So really neat. So let's get into the specifications of this watch. Again, like I said, this is a 40 millimeter wide case. The thickness of the case is 10.5 millimeters thick. Very nice. No crown guards, which was original to the Dirty Dozen watches. The strap width here is 20 millimeters, and the lug-to-lug height of this case is 49 millimeters. So again, a very modern sized watch. You can see that it is a slightly domed sapphire crystal, very slightly domed, with anti-reflective coating. And now let's talk about the coolest part of this watch. That would be the Arabic numerals. So if you take a good look at this watch, you'll see that the numerals are not painted. They're actually applied with super luminova blocks, I guess is the best way to describe it. They're made out of 3D numerals. Solid super luminova. So you can imagine this thing is a lume monster. Really bright lume because the numbers are just solid luma bright. So that is the neatest thing about this watch. Well, the whole fact that this watch company was revitalized and the neat concept with the lume is just Pretty dang cool. The movement inside is a hand-wound ETA 7001 with Côte de Genève decoration. The hands are pencil style, and the hands do have the luminous paint put on the hands. The sub-second does not have lume. Let's talk about the controversy behind this watch. There's a little bit of controversy. So back in 2017 when this watch came out, the owner decided, instead of doing a Kickstarter or anything like that, he actually reached out to 60 individuals and invited them, this was invite only, invited them to purchase this watch. And so those 60 individuals were contacted and they purchased the watch. And then they were asked, those 60 individuals were asked to invite 10 more people. So this watch right here is one of 600 of the first limited edition run, invite only run of this watch. So it's kind of a special watch if you've got one. I mean, it's invite only, which is really a unique marketing. So the other controversy behind this watch, so not only was it invite only, but this watch was considered pricey by a lot of people. So this watch was just north of $3,000. And you're looking at the watch, you're like, $3,000 for a two-hander with a sub-second register? I mean, why? Why 3,000? And ETA movement? I mean, why? Well, you've got to ask yourself that. Is it worth $3,000? But regardless of whether you think this watch is worth $3,000, you have to admit that the craftsmanship and the attention to detail of this watch is amazing. So a very, very neat watch. I mean, look at those numerals. The one thing I want to point out here on this watch is look at the 7 and the 5, how they're kind of cut out to make room for that subdial circle. Look at how crisp those numeral blocks are. I mean, I don't think there are a lot of videos out there that are showing the watch at this angle, so you can really appreciate the loomed material that make up these Arabic numbers. That is why you get this watch. This is just really neat technology, and those numbers are crisp, very crisp. Really neat concept. Man, it is a lume monster. Very cool. This watch is currently being sold on the Vertex website. Again, it's I think it's $3,150 with the US conversion. That's US dollars. But the other thing about this watch is the military theme is continued on with this watch. You need to be a military member or a retired military member, and you have to contact Vertex to get a passcode to enter into their website for you to buy this watch. So again, the exclusivity of this watch continues on for military members only. So the first batch was by invite only, not necessarily military related. I mean, there was a Victoria's Secrets model that was one of the original 60 contacted. But now this watch is for military members only. Do I think that this watch is $3,000 or worth $3,000? Honestly, I don't. I was able to pick this up pre-owned from one of the original 600 invite only members, and I did not pay $3,000. I got it for a little less. Let's just say I paid what I thought was appropriate for the watch, but you know, to each his own. The exclusivity of the watch, the design, the craftsmanship of the watch. I could argue somebody could think that this watch is $3,000. Well, obviously it is. I mean, that's what they're going for. Guys, I think that's it for the video. So, hey, if you like the video, please give me a like and please subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of the next time I review another one of these cool watches. Oh, man, those numbers. Cool. All right, guys, that's it. We will talk to you later. Bye.